a castrated rooster with flavorful and tender meat.
Happy New Year, almost. Okay, so I was just looking at some rather strange customs around the world. The first place in the world, probably as you know, to celebrate New Year is Kiribati in the North Pacific Ocean, which is a teeny tiny little place. 10 o'clock on New Year's Eve in the UK in the morning. It's midnight in Kiribati, so it's 14 hours before. And this is Brazil. Well, we've talked about red underwear before. I think it was in Italy, but in Brazil they celebrate New Year by wearing red or yellow underwear.
That's interesting, because I watched the Christmas morning service from Manchester Cathedral, and I noticed that everybody was in red and yellow, and all the flower displays were red and yellow as well.
They weren't in their underwear, were they, Jackie?
No, they were very well covered.
Oh, they're clothes on. Oh, good. Okay. Well, red apparently is for love, and yellow is for prosperity. I suppose it represents gold or something. But anyway, it's quite common in South America, I think, as well. Not just in Brazil, but there's a guy on some street in Brazil who's making a fortune out of underwear. But there we are. Canada. Some parts of Canada they celebrate by ice fishing. It doesn't look as joyful for anybody, does it really?
No.
She doesn't look like her heart's in it really, but there you go. Okay, New Year in Manchester, Chinese New Year, I should say. Obviously it doesn't happen in January, it happens in February, but it's a popular event around the world, but it's taken on quite a big thing in Manchester. Next year, it's the Year of the Dragon, and it's on February the 10th, so coming up soon. Colombia. For some reason or other, residents push empty suitcases around the block. It symbolizes a year filled with travel, apparently. So on New Year's Eve, they all rush around with empty suitcases. Denmark. It gets bizarre here. People throw old plates and glasses at the doors of friends and family's houses to banish bad spirits. Estonia. Yes, Estonia. Lucky numbers in Estonia are 7, 9, and 12. So during the day, you're supposed to eat 7, 9, or 12 different dishes, depending on your choice. I think this is the 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think there's 12 dishes on that. So I don't know what they are exactly, but there you go. So yeah, here we are. This is Finland, where the Finns heat up molten tin and stick it in a container of water, and then they analyze the shapes as they come out. So sounds like a real good fun night in Finland on New Year's Eve. A ring represents a wedding. A ship represents travel, and a pig represents plentiful food. I don't know what you would make of these. I can't see anything particularly. Maybe a cross.
Sword.
Maybe. Or a skeleton.
Skeleton, yeah.
And a dragon and a baby.
Oh, there you go. So you'll be very creative. So you probably go down well in Finland. The one on the left looks like a seahorse to me, but I don't know whether that's
looks like a saxophone to me.
And the one on the right just looks like a lump of metal. But anyway, there you go. That's what they do. So they all sit around and heat up metal and stick it in water. Yeah, right. Okay. France seemed to be more sensible. they tend to drink champagne and eat good food, so fairly acceptable use and practice as far as I can tell. But there you are. Oh yeah, this is I think we talked about this before. But,
oh yeah.
in Germany, they watched this film from 1963 actually, and it's an English film, but I think it must be dubbed. See, it's Freddie Printon and May Warden, and it's a butler and a lady on her own celebrating her 90th birthday. And for some reason or other, it has become a tradition in Germany and it's shown 12 times on German television during the day. And it's watched by about 12 million people. Okay, it gets even more bizarre here. In Greece, they hang onions on your front door, which is apparently a symbol of rebirth.
Oh.
But I don't know how that works. But anyway, I don't know if this is true, but according to the information given, parents waken their children up by tapping them on the head with the onions. So, which is, I don't think they hit them very hard, but yeah. Imagine being woken up by an onion. It's kind of, and then they wonder why people are confused. Okay, this is an interesting one. Haiti. This is Jumu soup, which is made from pumpkins. 1st of January in Haiti is also their Independence Day. And when the enslaved black people before freedom, they were not allowed to eat pumpkin soup. So this is perhaps a symbol of defiance as much as anything else. But there you go. Anyway, there are various recipes, but pumpkin soup is a traditional dish for New Year's Day. In India, this is fairly popular around the world. They build an effigy of an old man and burn it down at midnight, which is a symbol of new life, new birth, whatever. Okay, this is Iran, which of course is celebrated on the 21st of March, which is New Year as a spring festival in many Middle East and Islamic countries.
Looks very nice, that.
Yes, it's called Nowruz.
It's beautiful.
So these are all the things that are very spices and things, and greenery for new growth. Quran, of course. Here's another representation of it. So, daffodils, spring.
Oh,
It's pretty, that one, isn't it?
It's beautiful. Yeah. Beautifully laid out.
Okay. Here we are in Ireland, which something you said. Apparently, bread is of course is a symbol of life, stuff of life. But apparently in Ireland they bang on walls and doors with bread to ward off evil spirits. This looks like soda bread to me or something like that. But anyway, this is a nice one. Japan. A warm bowl of soba noodles, which are made from buckwheat, and are eaten to celebrate New Year. It relates to the an ancient Buddhist tradition, which when the priests used to give noodles to the poor, so it's a kind of very ancient tradition. Okay, Manchester. This is probably don't know how old this is, because the tunnel's been closed for the last 5 years, but
great photo.
There used to be a really good display of that from around the tunnel. Whether or not it'll be revived, I don't know. Mexico, tamales, which are corn dough rolls stuffed with meat, cheese, or veggies. wrapped in a husk. And they are, excuse me, a symbol of new life and plenty. Panama, here we are back to effigies again. Makes effigies of well-known people, sort of sports and TV personalities, and then they set fire to them. Round shapes. So all these fruits are round. They're supposed to represent money or something, I believe. That round to represent coins, I think. Puerto Rico, tradition is to clean your house from top to bottom. Out with the old, in with the new. Sounds like a crap tradition to me, but there you go.
Not much fun.
Well, no, and I wonder who does it. You know, wonder if all the men join in. First footing in Scotland, the child is either exhausted or bored or whatever on the table, if you look. So here's somebody else coming in with the whiskey. First footing, which...
Well, he should have a piece of coal, shouldn't he?
I still do that for our house. It shouldn't be me, really. It should be somebody from outside, but there's nobody locally does it.
Okay. Spain.
I've done that. It's fun.
I spent many New Year's Eves in Spain trying to drink champagne with every one of 12 grapes as the clock strikes. Very difficult thing to do, but it's.
What do you mean? You drink it and you swallow a grape with each stroke?
A grape with each chime of the clock, and then wash it down with a bit of champagne.
That's a recipe for disaster, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it's quite. It's very. There's people being sick and having heart attacks and God knows what. But there you go. Bring in the new. Okay, and this is in Times Square in New York, where they gather in their thousands and wait for the ball to drop. There's a kind of ball thing there, which they count it down, and as it drops, they all. And here's a very silly joke, waiting for the other ball to drop. So it's a COVID strain. No.
Oh.
And finally, American Samoa, which I have been to, is the last place on earth to celebrate New Year, or at least in terms of time-wise.
That was good. That was really good.
Interesting.
Well,
Some bizarre things, isn't there, really?
Yeah.
I wonder how much some of these are actually practiced. You know?
Very good.
Nice.
Andy?
Sophie used to gather everybody together in the back alley with drinks around about midnight, and we all used to meet along the terrace and wish everybody Happy New Year and swap stories and things. But she hasn't done it for the past couple of years because they've got the babies, so I don't know what's happening this year.
Other thing for New Year, I will have a new hip
Oh, wow.
Oh,
on Tuesday.
Oh, good luck.
Oh, God.
Happy New Year! Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, really Happy New Year.
Oh,
Hope
I
it goes
hope that
well.
goes well.
yeah, hip hip hooray.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray.
Maybe salsa dancing in February then. Happy pre-New Year's Eve,
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah.